When people are on death row, they usually get to ask for their final meal. Most people ask for a buffet, giant brownie, McDonald's, a Big Mac.
Except for these people who asked for some of the strangest last meals that you could possibly imagine.
How weird could they be?
Let's check it out.
In some states in America and other countries with legal capital punishment, there exists an interesting custom for criminals on death row. The infamous last meal.
Comment down
Convicted
below what
felons
yours
are
would
granted
be.
the opportunity to select any food and drink of their choice within certain regulations on the eve of their execution. Here are some of the strangest meals ever recorded.
Those are pretty good.
KFC. Someone put KFC. That would have been awesome.
Okay, guys, what would your last meals be?
I think an entire jar of peanut butter. I might make this list.
No bread?
No
Nope.
bread. Just a spoon.
No spoon. Just scoop it out with my hands and eat it off my hand. I've never done it before, but I've always wanted to. It's always been like a thought in my head.
I would personally probably go for a giant cheeseburger, maybe a giant cookie, maybe a giant brownie, maybe also a giant egg sandwich with an everything bagel.
Anything little or everything giant?
Only giant. I don't want any leftovers either. I want to wait until I finish it and then they can kill me.
I would have a Subway footlong cookie and a glass of milk.
Those are
Classic.
so basic.
I like it.
Number 20. Victor Harry Fagger. In 1963,
Victor Harry who?
Victor Harry
What?
Fagger was sentenced to death by hanging for convicted
a real
kidnap
person.
murder. For his final meal, the young man had only one request: a single olive with the pit left in.
No, I
After
hate
his
olives.
execution,
He's
the
so
olive pit was
extra.
found inside Fagger's suit pocket, contributing to the popular belief that he intended to be buried alongside it so that the olive tree symbolizing peace would sprout from his grave.
That's actually
For a
kinda
dangerous
cool.
criminal, it's almost a touching sentiment. Number 19.
Like, he could have got multiple things. Why did he just ask for one olive? He could have got, like, his favorite meal plus the olive. So weird.
It was less about the olive and more about the message, Adam. He wanted to let everybody know that he was not as afraid of death. He didn't care about his last meal. He said, I don't care about my last meal. I just want this olive. And then boom, a nice olive tree will grow after I die.
Ironically, if you replace the O with the A, it's alive, which he no longer is. Maybe he's thinking O live. He wanted one O live.
Alec, 10-minute ban. You cannot speak for 10 minutes.
Zero live. Maybe it's a hidden message, guys. Zero live.
He's dead, Alec. He's dead.
That's the point. He's
Jared Lee
dead.
Mitchell.
Oh, come
Jared Lee
on.
Mitchell's final meal was even sweeter than Fagger's, but in an entirely different sense. As he awaited his final moments on death row, Mitchell had only one thing on his mind when it came to his final meal: an assorted bag of Jolly
Ooh,
Ranchers
wait
candy.
a second.
After
I'm gonna have to
finishing
change
the
my
entire
answer.
bag before facing the final curtain, it's safe to say this criminal intended to go out on a real sugar high. Number 18.
I would do that,
Warren.
actually.
That's awful. What do you mean you're going to change your answer? What are you talking about?
I would do that right now, but I would probably get cavities if I ate an entire bag of Jolly Ranchers, Adam.
Why would you want to die with stuff stuck in your teeth? Jolly Ranchers get stuck.
You don't bite them, though. Who bites it? You're supposed to suck on them.
I bite it.
You
What?
think he's going to suck on the entire bag of Jolly Ranchers? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I'm like the Tootsie Pop owl. I go, woo, woo.
I bite that thing. Let's see number 18.
While some have a clear idea of the
Holy
last
cow,
thing
he's
they'll ever
big.
eat, others are totally
Whoa.
spoiled for choice. Taking full advantage of this unusual opportunity, convicted killer and white supremacist Lawrence Russell
Oh,
Brewer
gosh.
decided to indulge in an enormous feast in
gosh.
2011. He requested
Okay.
2 fried chicken steaks with gravy and onion, a triple bacon
Awesome.
cheeseburger, a cheese omelet with
Amazing.
ground beef, tomatoes,
Triple.
onions, bell
Yes.
peppers, and jalapenos, 3 fajitas, a meat feast
Amazing.
pizza, a bowl of fried
Okay.
okra, a pound of barbecued meat with half a loaf of white bread, peanut butter fudge with crushed peanuts, and a
What?
pint of Bluebell ice cream.
Is it bad that I feel like that this guy's awesome?
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a convicted killer and we gotta condemn him for that. But if he's ordering food, I want him at my table is all I'm saying, because this guy knows how to eat.
He should be a party host.
Yeah, this one's not that strange, actually. I kind of like this one.
The strange part is he ordered so much and there's no way he ate all of it, right?
Maybe his plan was just to eat till his belly exploded. Then he would go out on his own terms.
Ah.
Or you eat so much that you go into a food coma, then you just sleep. Next thing you know, you don't wake up.
You wake up and you see the gates of heaven with cheeseburgers behind it.
He ain't going to heaven.
Down with 3 root beers. In a final
there
screw
was
you to the
more.
justice system, though, Brewer refused to eat a morsel when the order arrived, claiming that he wasn't hungry.
Oh,
Texas
he
Senator
didn't eat
John
any of it?
Whitmire was so furious that he decided to ban the last meal request in the state, so future death row prisoners have
Wait, you're telling me he ruined it for everybody?
That's crazy.
That is terrible. And it's not like the other people can even be be mad at him because he's dead.
You can still be mad at him.
Still be mad at him.
Yeah, but it's not like they can tell him anything. Like, hey, why'd you do that?
I don't think it was his intention to get it banned for everyone. Like, he seemed like a mean person. Not that mean, though. That's just messed up. But I think he was just trying to do like one final ha-ha. He wanted to get the last laugh, you know?
But I'm sure everybody like still ate the food, like the prison guards and the surgery guy.
I would love to be working security that night. Woo!
Lawrence Russell Brewer to blame for regular prison slop. Number 17. John Wayne Gacy. Another felon who capitalized
know
on
his
his last
name?
meal
Bad.
request was the
He's a-
notorious
yeah.
serial killer John
Very,
Wayne Gacy,
very
otherwise known
famous.
as the Killer Clown
Yeah, the
Pogo.
clown killer.
For his final
Ew.
supper,
Killed
he
young
ordered
boys.
12 fried shrimp, a bucket of original recipe KFC, French fries, and a pound of
He
strawberries.
was a big guy.
Prior to his conviction, Gacy had managed 3 KFC restaurants in his home city of Waterloo, and he clearly never got tired of that finger-licking goodness.
Okay, I'm starting to get hungry,
Number
guys.
16.
That one's not bad
John
at all.
Spenkelink. For some, food isn't
John
the priority at all
Spankalink?
when it comes down to making a last
These
order.
names are awesome.
Previously known as a heavy drinker, Spankalink denied any special food to be prepared, but asked for a single flask of Jack Daniels instead, which he shared with the prison superintendent.
They actually
After his
did
death,
it?
the state of Florida's last meal provisions was revised to exclude alcohol altogether, but to be honest,
That's a shame.
going out while drunk doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Number 15.
That one's not bad at all, right?
I mean, hear me out. You know, if you're about to die, you might as well try to have fun in your last moments before you go out. And if you like alcohol, you should be given alcohol.
Yeah, but it's also coming from the taxpayers' money, so it's like, should we be spending that much money on a death row man's final meal?
Wait, was that like top shelf?
You had no problem with the guy that ordered 17 different things, but you're worried about a little $15 thing of alcohol?
Like some alcohol is super expensive because they age it for 50, 100 years.
Jack Daniels is like $20, bro.
Whoa, I didn't know you guys were so knowledgeable on the prices of alcohol.
I'm just saying, you can get alcohol for pretty cheap. You can get alcohol for probably cheaper than a Big Mac these days.
Shout out Spankalank.
Eileen Warnos. Eileen
Spankalanka.
Warnos also requested a beverage before
Hello.
taking her last breath in 2002.
A
but of a different
beverage?
kind. A single cup
Coca-Cola?
of black coffee was all she wanted. It may seem like this request was her way of saying, don't
She's
even
British.
think about killing me before I've had my morning coffee, but Warnos actually had
my-
far crazier motivations.
Jeez.
In fact,
What was her
she
motivation?
she was
Crazy.
going anywhere for long, as her notorious last words were, I'd just like to say I'm sailing with the Rock, and I'll be back like Independence Day with Jesus June 6th. It's safe to say she still hasn't turned up yet. Number 14, Ricky
So she
Ray
was insane.
Rector. Ricky Ray Rector seemed to have similar motivations when it came to
Ricky
his
Ray.
last meal. Rector had ordered a tasty-sounding meal consisting of steak, fried chicken, and cherry Kool-Aid, followed by a slice of pecan pie. But he left his dessert untouched. When
Why?
asked why he changed his mind on the sweet treat, Rector simply said he was saving it for later. Whether this was intended as an ironic
What does
joke
that even
or a
mean?
sinister hint that his return in the afterlife was imminent is entirely.
I don't know if that was a joke or not, but that is hilarious if it was.
Nah, I'm gonna save it for later.
He definitely has something wrong with him. What do you even say if you're the security guard?
You just start eating it, right?
You don't understand the situation you're in right now, buddy.
He's like, nah, I'll eat it later tonight. It's all good.
Like, do you know what's happening right now?
Clearly not. Ricky Ray, yeah, he should have ate that pecan pie.
Funny guy.
13, Timothy
Ricky.
McVeigh. What this senseless killer ordered as his last
Ben and
hurrah
Jerry's.
will surprise you, given the seriousness
Sorbet?
of you. Given the seriousness.
Whoa.
All McVeigh wanted to eat before his execution in 2001 was 2 pints of mint chocolate chip
Yep.
ice cream. Though it's unclear whether one remained chilled as he guzzled down the first or simply melted into a puddle beside it. To be honest, for a man
That's so
responsible
weird.
for 168 innocent deaths, even melted ice cream seems far too generous.
Oh, yeah. Do you guys think that there's some crimes that are too bad that you should not even be given any food before you get put down? Like, I'm thinking maybe we give this guy, like, the world's hottest gummy bear before we send him out.
Oh, no, I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. That is the worst thing ever.
Maybe don't give him the mint chocolate chip. Maybe just give him vanilla.
Yeah, give him pineapple on pizza, like the dog that he is.
Give him frozen yogurt.
Number 12, David Leon Woods.
That guy looks
Convicted
crazy.
murderer David Leon Woods spent a whopping 22 years on death row before he was put to death
You
on
can
May
do
4th,
that?
2007 in
Yeah, I
Michigan.
don't understand that.
When the daunting moment finally came, Woods had a fairly simple request for his last meal. He chose a standard pizza and an entire birthday cake, both of
Nice.
which he shared with his
Classic.
family.
Two different kind of
As
pies.
it turns out, his birthday was actually 3 months after his execution, but hey,
Why are you
fingers can't be
laughing?
choosers. Number
Because he
11.
got birthday cake. It wasn't even his birthday. It's hilarious.
Do you think that his family like sung and did the whole candle thing?
Yeah. It's like when you go into a TGI Fridays and like you say it's your birthday so you can get the cake and then you gotta act like you.
I did that last week. Yeah, they give you a little free dessert every single time, guys. It's a hack. But you can only do it like a couple times a year before they start catching on.
After the 7th time, they do catch on. They kick you out and you get banned.
And then you just act really stupid, and then they'll keep giving you cake anyway.
Yeah.
Thomas J. Grasso. Thomas J. Grasso was not the brightest of the bunch, and when Judgment Day came in 1995, his final meal request reflected his questionable life choices. He
It was
ordered
a
a plethora
knife.
of extravagant foods like 24 steamed clams, half a dozen barbecued ribs, a Burger King double cheeseburger, and 2 strawberry milkshakes, alongside a can of SpaghettiOs.
What's
to be
wrong with
served
that? That sounds awesome.
SpaghettiOs is questionable.
Served spaghetti and meatballs instead, a mistake he'd never forgive, as his final words were, "I did not get my SpaghettiOs. I got spaghetti. I want the press to know this." Number 10.
Are you kidding me?
Stephen Wayne Anderson. Grasso isn't
That's
the only
Post
one to
Malone.
throw a seemingly random ingredient into the mix when concocting the perfect final meal. Stephen Wayne Anderson was a pretty deadly criminal, but his food choices were interesting to say the least. Before his execution in California in 2002, the 48-year-old requested 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, a pint of cottage cheese, a hominy corn mixture, peach pie and chocolate chip ice cream, and,
Okay.
well, a big helping of radishes on the side.
I don't know about that
Number
one.
9.
That's
Peter
just
J.
strange.
Miniel. Convicted killer Peter J. Miniel could give Lawrence Russell Brewer a run for his money for one of the biggest orders ever served on death row
Here we
in
go.
2004.
This is what I'm talking
Miniel
about.
confessed to his crimes and was vocal about being ready to pay the price, but not before he gorged himself on this whopping order. He requested 20 beef tacos, 20 beef enchiladas,
Oh
2
my
double
God.
cheeseburgers,
He's throwing a
2
fiesta.
jalapenos, fried chicken, spaghetti. with
There's
salt,
no way
and a
they gave him
modest
all
dessert
that.
Of half a chocolate cake, half a vanilla cake, cookies and cream ice cream, caramel pecan fudge
I'm
ice
trying to get
cream,
on death
and a small
row.
fruit cake. To wash it all down, he also had 2 lots of Coke, Pepsi, root beer, and orange
What?
juice. Maybe he
Can you just ask for infinite food? It seems like you can just keep going.
Are you telling me that wasn't Matt Stoney on death row?
Matt Stoney couldn't eat all that. That's 40 different burritos and tacos, then an entire pizza, then 2 large.
I saw it. You don't have to say it all again. I saw it.
I don't even think us 3 combined could eat that all.
Wait, that's the question. Is do they have to eat this in one sitting though? Maybe that was his way of buying more time. Maybe he has like a full extra day to live now because he has so much food that he has to eat.
Big brain play. The biggest brain play is ordering ice cream from McDonald's because the machines are never working. So you're going to live forever.
Jack has it all planned out.
Maybe he intended to explode Henry VIII style before facing the music. Number 8. Velma Barfield.
Aw.
This
Oh my
sweet,
God, she was
God-fearing
crazy.
grandmother became
What happened
known
to-
as the Death Row Granny.
What happened to her?
Velma
What'd she
Barfield
do?
was the first woman put to death in the U.S. in 22 years when she was executed by lethal injection in 1982.
What'd she do?
But not before she was granted one final meal.
Comment
A cup
down
of
below if
tea,
you know what she
a
did.
slice of coffee cake, or a fruit scone might be what you'd expect. But all
Yeah.
Barfield really wanted was a packet of cheese doodles and a can of Coke. But for a devout
Okay, she
Christian old
definitely
lady
is
who
crazy.
also killed 6 people, what can you really...
A devout Christian that killed 6 people.
Oh my goodness. No wonder she wanted cheese doodles.
May I have 1 package of the cheese doodles?
She probably killed somebody over some cheese doodles.
Number 7. Robert Alton Harris.
Alec
You
laughs
ordering your
every
final
time.
meal on death row? It's important to cover
Every
all
picture is so
bases.
funny.
And why agonize over which takeaway to get when you can combine the lot? This is exactly what murderer Robert Alton Harris did in 1992 when he requested a 21-piece bucket of KFC and
Is KFC sponsored by these inmates? Why is everybody getting KFC fried chicken?
I'm pretty sure the death penalty is only legal in like a lot of the states where KFC is super popular.
I see now,
You,
Jack.
you KFC.
I KFC.
I KFC too.
I cannot see.
That's big brain
Seriously,
play.
guys, we should get some KFC after this.
I already ordered it on my
I'm
phone.
so hungry.
It's on its way.
Domino's pizzas alongside a 6-pack of Pepsi with ice cream and a bag of jelly beans for dessert. And a packet of Camel cigarettes for good.
This is if a 7-year-old had a credit card. That's exactly what they would order.
You're gonna eat the cigarettes? You have to eat it, right?
I don't know.
Give me some cigarettes to wash that down.
Harris is most remembered for his final words, though, which were, "You can be a king or a street sweeper, but everybody dances with the Grim Reaper." Kind of prophetic for a seasoned criminal, don't you
thought
think?
Kanye said
Number
that.
6, Ronnie Lee Gardner. Plenty of death row
Alec
criminals
laughed
have
again?
used their final meal as an opportunity to make smart choices, and Ronnie
looks
Lee
friendly.
Gardner was certainly
Ooh.
determined to make his sitting last as long as possible.
It looks like a lab experiment.
What do you guys think his crime was?
I think somebody was driving, and then the reflection of the sun bounced off his head so hard that it got in their eyes, and then he hit the side of the road and he killed somebody with his head.
I have a feeling he killed many women. He was a serial woman
What?
killer.
Whoa.
He was a
Whoa.
serial woman killer. I could just see it in his eyes. I could see it.
Why'd you laugh then when you saw him?
Because
What's
he
wrong with
looks
that?
funny.
I think he definitely killed somebody. I just don't know who.
No, duh.
or
They
what.
have to do something crazy if they're on death row. I think you have to kill somebody.
Overboard on his order of
Yeah.
steak, lobster tail, apple pie with vanilla ice cream, and a 7-Up.
I could get behind
but
this.
He
It's
also
the
had
best one
another
so far.
request, to
That's a
watch
good
the
one.
Lord of the Rings trilogy while eating.
Okay,
Surprisingly, Gardner was permitted
You can
to do
request
so,
it?
and with a
This guy's awesome.
Nope. Take that back. Take that back.
Guys, we don't know what he did yet. We don't even know what he did.
If you just met him at that time, then he would have been awesome.
He's just a chill guy that killed some people, you know?
Yeah, Ronnie Lee Gardner, you know, maybe he was a gardener
Okay,
and I don't
yeah.
know, found a body or something. Then he got framed.
time of more than 11 hours. This must have been the longest last meal ever. Number 5. Philip Workman. Gluttony was the last thing on Phillips's mind when he requested his final meal. His final request was for a large vegetarian pizza to be given to a random homeless
Okay,
person.
all right.
But prison officials refused to do so, and he ate nothing. In a surprising turnout, on the day of his death on May 9th, homeless shelters in Tennessee received large amounts of vegetarian pizzas from people all over
Oh,
the country.
that's kinda
so
nice.
at least he did one good deed before his death.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Good for him.
Angel Nieves Diaz. Philip Workman.
Dude, stop laughing every time. Next one that pops up, you have to do a try not to laugh.
The mug shots are too good, bro. They're so funny every time.
You're laughing at people that are at their lowest point.
Everyone
Oh,
hungry
man.
because of his strangely selfless request, but Angel Nieves Diaz deliberately turned down his last meal. As he didn't order anything special, Diaz was served the regular Wednesday prison menu of shredded turkey with taco seasoning, cheese, rice, pinto beans, tortilla shells, apple crisp, and ice cream.
Wait, that's a normal thing that they get in prison?
They get ice cream every day for lunch?
That was good.
What kind of
actually.
prison is that?
You gotta think though that it's probably like muck.
I don't know. Those pictures looked pretty good.
It's like cafeteria food, probably.
You're telling me it's not Breyer's ice cream? Think it's like homemade in the toilet?
Yeah.
All right, I'm still in.
Only nice as that
I'm more
sounds,
in.
Diaz refused to eat that too, and in his final words, he condemned the death penalty as a form of vengeance, but also a cowardly act by humans.
Ooh, got him.
Number 3. Oba Chandler. For his last meal, he ordered 2 salami sandwiches on white bread with mustard
Go ahead,
and peanut
Oba.
butter, and a grape jelly sandwich
All
on
right.
white
There we
bread
go.
with iced tea and a coffee. And with all
He definitely dipped the jelly sandwich into the peanut butter. Have you guys ever tried that?
I usually just put the peanut butter on the sandwich.
Imagine ordering a jelly sandwich with peanut butter on the side. That's some psycho behavior.
If anything, you would put the peanut butter on the sandwich and then dip it in the jelly.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
You guys are dumb. Stupid anyways. I don't even care. I made that up. I
Shout
don't
out
do it.
Oba, first guy to say peanut butter. I feel
This
like
guy-
me and Oba are
Safe to
boys
say,
now.
Another
guy's
one
carbo
bites the
loading.
crust. But Shirt link on screen and in the description if you feel the need to expose the world
What?
to more crummy puns.
He made a
Number 2,
shirt?
Robert Day. Number 2. Conklin clearly had expensive taste as he requested filet mignon wrapped in bacon, deveined shrimp sauteed in garlic butter with
Oh.
lemon, baked potato with sour cream, chives,
Oh,
and real
yeah.
bacon bits, corn on the cob,
Yes.
asparagus with hollandaise
What's weird
sauce,
about this one?
French bread with butter, goat cheese, cantaloupe,
Ooh.
vanilla bean ice cream, and iced tea.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Number 1.
What was weird
was
about
not weird
that?
at all.
Edward Smith. This convicted felon had one of the most bizarre last meal requests ever recorded. When it came
Chicken
down to his
fingies?
final meal request in 1990, all he wanted was a lump of soil. Although some have speculated that he did indeed intend to chow down on the dirt, others have suggested he planned to perform a voodoo ritual as the soil was specified to be the way conduct.
Okay, can I change my answer? That's it. I forgot.
Adam, you seriously, out of all the things, you want a block of dirt from Minecraft as your final meal.
Think about it though.
I think I did.
I would think about it as, oh my gosh, I'm gonna end up on a list in a YouTube video like 50 years down the road.
So you're doing it for the fame.
Like imagine the impact I'll have on the future generations of people. Like I could go down as one of the most famous people in the entire world.
I've never heard of this guy before.
It takes time to grow popularity.
True.
Type associated with witchcraft. As dirt was not on the list of foods permitted by prison regulations, Smith's request was denied, and he
You
was
don't
served a
say.
cup of yogurt instead, which of course
Got
is
him.
the only reasonable alternative.
They could have at least
what
gave
would
him
you
something
order?
better.
Wow, that was weird.
Well, guys, if you enjoyed, comment down below what your final meal would be. And if you want to see more, make sure you guys click right here.